organize some games. Let's go. Hello humans, and welcome to my PS3 collection. I'm going to break down the PS3 games for you that I own. And one of the things that I'm very proud of, the small collection that I have, it's a modest collection, but most of the games are under $5, just like the rest of my collection. We're on the struggle, man. We got to grind. But I've gotten, a few good games over the years. And recently this year I dedicated the second half of the year to beef up my collection a little bit more now that these systems are going, pretty much away from all retail stores, specifically GameStop. So there's a lot of great values out there. When I go through these games, memories come up of not only, what I was doing when I got the games, but, memories of watching my kids play these games back in the day, what was going on, the music, all those things, puts it in perspective. When I'm going through things, sometimes I like to look at my collection, clear my head, think about my problems, see how I'm going to handle them, see how I'm going to react, specifically when there are things that you can't control. Sometimes you just need to clear your head to make better decisions, and that's what I'm going through right now. So I decided to just go in there, and put them in alphabetical order, rearrange them, clear my head, so I can move forward. So thank you for joining me. Let's get this done. Alright guys, so I'm going to go over my PS3 collection, show you some things. I'm going to start off with an honorable mention here. This is Time Shift, a game that I don't have a case for yet. So I just bought it like this because I didn't own it and I always wanted to get it. So let's get this started, and I'll talk as I'm doing this stuff, guys. One of the things that I do when I'm going through trouble sometimes, or going through situations and problems, is I go back to my games, and then for some reason, I know exactly why, I like, just looking at my games, and probably because when I organize them, and sorry for the sound in the background if you hear it, it's my neighbor cutting his lawn. When I look at these games, I go back in time, I think about the games that I haven't played, it just puts me in a different state of mind, and I want to start, thinking about, just in a more positive way to get myself out of a negative situation, whether I'm upset or, going through some things and stuff like that. I don't know, I've always done it, and it's just part of what I do, part of what my makeup. And one of the things that makes, the process of video game collecting very personal for me. Let me try to move this around a little bit here. Sorry guys for the movement. So let's get started here. We have Aquapazza. Great game. I just recently purchased it and played it, and I need to play more of it. I really like the graphics. Let me bring it out here. And yeah, really faded, really old. I'm trying to make sure you guys don't get any glare here, so. But yeah, awesome game. And of course we have the mandatory Assassin's Creeds, Army of Two. I have Batman Arkham City, and that's without the original case. Let's start going through it here, guys. Here's Batman Arkham City, the one I don't play because I want to save it. And here we go. Batman Arkham Origins. I'm trying to make sure that I center these as I'm doing it. I'm in an awkward angle here. Let's see here, guys. Turn this around real quick, sorry. I want to make sure that you guys can see what I see. And I see what you see. Alright, so here we go. Alright. Next. Battlefield Bad Company. Oh yeah. Hopefully it jars some memories for you guys of the past, right? We have Blaze Blue. I have 2 copies of Phantasma. Just because one I picked up, and I know that's a tradable game, so I wanted to have an extra copy, because you never know when you're going to need something to trade, okay? So then I have Blaze Blue Continuum Shift Extended. Pretty awesome fighting game. You guys like fighting games? Let me show you here. There we go. The time for the Asur has come. Look at that. Awesome sauce. Alright. Let's keep on going here. We have some Battlefield 3, and I'll be putting these up. And I'm sure you guys have seen these before, other than bringing back some good memories. I don't know. Here's a game that's really good. I couldn't find one with a case for it so far. But it's a great game. Beyond Two Souls. Almost Human. Does it ring a bell? Those are the origins right there. I have 2 copies of Bioshock 2. One that I got on a trade and one that I bought. Alright, let's keep going here. I have 2 copies of Borderlands before they started calling the narcs on people. That was a bad call, man. That's a bad call, 2K. One of my favorites here, one of my favorite macho games of all time. Bulletstorm. Oh, you didn't rate it wrong. 269. One thing, guys, that when you're looking at my collection, one of the things that I'm proud of about these 7th gen collections is that most of the games are under $5. I say, yeah, most of the games, and even games like this. Steel cases, look at that. Beautiful. Call of Duty Black Ops 2. Call of Duty Black Ops. Let's switch around here. Call of Duty Ghosts. Oh yeah. Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2. Oh, you remember. You know you remember, right? Call of Duty Modern Warfare 3. Does that take you back in time, guys? Should. Here we go. Mandatory Crises games. I have Crises 2 and Crises 3. Yes. Do you have Damnation? Probably not. Not a lot of people did, but you know, I like this car. Right there. Alright. Oh, switch gears. Come on. Alright. Here's the game that my son challenged me with. And because it's a real challenge, Dark Souls. And I was able at GameStop to get this. Look, the Black Armor Edition has a little case and steel case. Look at that. I'm telling you, there's such great value in the 7th generation. Look at that price. You didn't read it wrong. That's how we do. That is how we do. You know, and it's the grind, guys. It's not only putting these games together, but, you know, finding value out there is always awesome. Some of my favorite game collections, and this I used to watch my son play. It's the Dead Space series, and also this is Dead Space 2, and then I have Dead Space 3 limited edition. Not everybody's favorite, but you know, I keep it. the D's. So what I try to do here, guys, is more or less have it in some sort of semi-alphabetical order as I'm getting them. DJ Hero. Look at that. Brand new. Because it doesn't have the turntable. Start the party, baby. Alright, what else? The mandatory Destiny game. That one's mandatory, right? Everybody has to have it. Alright. Have Dead or Alive 5. Yeah. And Dead or Alive 5 Ultimate. Because you have to be Ultimate, right? You put Ultimate at the end of a game, just makes it awesome or awesome. Okay. One of the games that I used to grind to a lot, Dynasty Warriors. I just like slashing and slashing and slashing. You know, there's something about that repetitive nature of that game that just pretty awesome. And we have Dragon's Dogma by Capcom, Dragon's Age 2, back when EA was cool, right? Before the dawn of the microtransactions. And last but not least, oh yeah, you know this. You love this game. You know you do. It's Dragon Crown, baby. The graphics are very, very tasteful. Alright. Facebreaker. Facebreaker, oh yeah. Is it the best boxing game? No, but I like boxing games. I just do. Okay, there you go. Great RPG, Enchanted Arms. At least I think so. I mean, nobody else has to. I played a little bit of it, haven't finished. Hey, here's a game my son bought for me, and it's Escape Dead Island. Pretty cool. Also have Defiance without a case for whatever reason. Can't even remember how I got it. I think I just got it because it's part of a special. This picture that it freaks me out, but Fear 2, and it comes with the sleeve. Right? Oh, look at the price. Less than $5, of course, because that's how we do it. Oh man, I gotta put this back in. Come on, Monolith. Why don't you make it so hard? Alright. Fear 2. Alright. Now, I am a soccer lover, and I know a lot of people out there are not, but here we go. FIFA. I have 09 through 12. All 4 games. And you know, I have special editions for those on the Xbox. Okay, also mandatory, an assortment of Final Fantasies. Now I bought the ones in the cases myself, guys. The 13-2, one of them I got when I bought a console, and then the 13 I bought myself, right? And then backup copies that I've gotten when. You know, whenever I buy a console, I do a trade. Sometimes they're just part of the package, you know? They're just in there. One of my very, very favorite games. One of them that, you know, I filmed, but I haven't put the gameplay on there. I really want to talk about this game. And it's for Folklore. Sorry, guys. I have a problem with my accent when it comes to L's and R's in the same word. Anyway, another one of my favorites. Sonic's Ultimate Genesis Collection. You know this. Gotta have it. I know the newer ones are coming out and what have you, but you know, this is one of the very first times you got it like that, so it's pretty cool. Alright. I have a couple of God of Wars here. Ascension that everybody hates. And God of War 3. Because I'm a God of War fan. And that's just all there is to it. On a side note, guys, my son got a great gift when it comes to God of War. The last one for the PS4, he got it signed by all the artists, so it's pretty cool. I have not played this game, but I found out in the wild, and I just liked the way it looked. I haven't even looked into it, to tell you the truth, but $2.69. I'm willing to give it a try. So let's see what happens. Alright. And next is a band that I really like, Guitar Hero Aerosmith. And for 79 cents, I'm not going to say no. Yep. Oh yeah. This is one of the games I'd probably say that I didn't pay $5 for, but I got it on the buy two, one get one half off, and that's Guilty Gear X Third signed. But I love the series. I love fighting games, so I had to get it. Alright. One of the old-time greats, Grand Theft Auto 4, of course. It's a must for your collection. Alright. Let's keep on going here. And I have another copy of it. Greatest Hits. Came with a console that I bought, so it is what it is. I also got more doubles than that. I have the Gran Turismo 5 Prologue. I have 2 copies of those because, you know, they just came with the console also. And Gran Turismo 5. And I remember when that came out on the PS1, it was all the rage. All the rage, kiddos. Alright. Here's a game that I don't have the sleeve for, but I wanted to get it because I'm a big Atlas fan, and that's Game of Thrones. Game of Thrones. Alright, guys. So that is part 1 of my PS3 collection. This is how I relax, guys, when I get tense. This is how I relax when I'm going through things. This is one of the things that I do. In order to meditate and move forward, it clears my mind. It puts me in a better headspace, you know, especially when the things that are affecting me are things that I really can't control. I can only control how I react to them, and the only way to react positively and rationally to things is to be in a great state of mind, and this is one of the things that does it for me. Alright, guys, I will catch you on part 2. Alright, guys, that was part 1. What do you think? Any memories coming back? You know, one of the things that I think about when I'm looking at these games is I think about the music, I think about the times, I think about the things, you know, that were going on then. So it's a great mental exercise sometimes. Well, I took the time off just to rest up my knee because I have to bend over to get down there and I have a bad knee. So let's continue. Alright, guys, let's continue. Heavy Rain. That brings back some memories. Very cinematic. I remember my son playing that and trying to explain the game to me. We have one of the classics, Hitman. Look at all these guys. Great values, under $5. A game that I use for cutscenes because I love the characters. Heavenly Sword. This is just an awesome game. It really is. Here we go. Hyperdimension Neptunia. I couldn't get it with the case, but it's a game that I really wanted to own, so. Oh. As far as the value, I got it on the 2-for-1. It's $7.99, so. Got for less. Got for less. Okay. Let's keep on going here. Grab a few at once so we can. Inversion. I haven't played it either, don't worry. But it's on my list, right? It's on the back for the backlog. Infamous. I couldn't pass it up for $2.39. I used to watch my son play this a lot. Oh man, speaking of my son, this is a collection that I used to watch him play a long time. He never got the Ico. I have to say, he didn't get it until later on in life. When he was an adult, I couldn't buy it for him at the time, but I was able to get for him Shadow of the Colossus, and he really, really enjoyed that game immensely. Alright. Canaan Lidge, Dog Days. Are you going to argue for $2.69? No, you're not. I love the aesthetics of this game. Killzone too. I just do. It's my kind of shooter. Alright. Let's keep on going here. Another copy of Infamous. This is off the collection. 2 full games. You know, this one I bought, and Did I buy it? No, I think this one came with the console, so let's put it in here. Let's see here. You can never go wrong when you're playing as a Joker, right? Injustice, Gods Among Us. Oh. This is a game I yet have to play, but you know, I saw it. It looked interesting from the cover, right? I still shop like I used to in the old days, guys. And I went straight off the pictures, and I went straight off the price, $2.39. I thought, you know, it can't go bad. Oh, there she is. Look at her. Lollipop Chainsaw is back for ya. Ooh. Yeah, I gotta play that some more. Alright. What's up, guys? It's Snake. You can never go wrong, right? Metal Gear Solid 4. That's the theme of the console that I got. Remember, guys, the one that I got off of Craigslist? That was a great, awesome buy. Here's another one. Metro Last Light. I got this on on the 2-for-1, so that was pretty cool. A game that you should buy for $2.69, because it's a lot of fun, man. It really is. It really is. Got it complete, and you know, if you just want to ride around, it's a very cool game. All right, so I have the mandatory Mass Effects here. Pre-owned, of course. You know, I think even one of these it was like 79 cents. So, Mortal Kombat versus DC. Now, this is something that if you haven't gotten your dad or your uncle or whoever is from my generation, you should buy it for them, strictly out of nostalgia purposes. All right, so. MLB, 99 cents. I couldn't say no. Right? Ooh, let's see here. And then that's a front office manager, guys. Just so you know. Alright. Now, as you know, I'm from Los Angeles, and I'm a big Laker fan. Specifically, I'm a big Kobe fan. So, as soon as I saw it, I had to get it. You know, 79 cents. Why not? Here we go. Here we go. We're getting to the good stuff. This I got in the 2-for-1, and I think it's a great game. I started with it, but I really need to finish it. I know it's a great game, but like I told you guys, I missed this old generation, and I didn't get to play a lot of these games. Let me make sure I'm in focus here. So I got it for less than 13. So, you know, it's 30%, but yeah, it's one of the few games that I paid more than the $5 for. Now this guys, for $2.99. You know I love Rage. This is the Anarchy edition, and you know, for this generation, for this kind of game, if you haven't played the Rage series, and you have a PS3, you can't go wrong with that. You just can't. There's Mr. Messi again. Look at that, 99 cents. I'm a soccer fan, and I couldn't say no. So, that's with that. This is a game that I couldn't get with the case, but I thought, you know, I really wanted to get it. If I don't get it now, I'm probably not going to see it again. So, Ragnarok Odyssey by Ace. Okay. And of course, I have some Resident Evils. I have 2 copies of this because I can't remember. Raccoon City. And I have Resident Evil 5 Golden that I got in the 2-for-1. And I have Resident Evil 6. Alright. Now, guys, there is a game that is very special to me that I played the crap out of, and that's Resistance Fall of Man. Oh man, this game got me through some tough times, a lot of bad situations. One of the reasons I, became a fan of Insomniac, not the only one, but one of them, and this game was just an absolute gem. when it came out. It really was. It was just something completely different. I love the storyline. You know, I had just come off playing Wolfenstein, and when I got into this, it was just a jewel. It really was, man. All right, and I have another copy because I love the game, and Resistance 2. Okay, enough about that. Game that my son loved, which is Escaped. Sentimental purposes, I keep that. And of course, a game that I struggle playing, that I completely suck at, but I love these characters. Street Fighter is part of, you know, my gaming history, and it will always be. And it's a game that reminds me of being a dad, playing with my kids, watching my kids play. We would, you know, mimic the characters and all that stuff. So, man, it's a gem for me, and for more than one reason, right? Saint Row for $2.69, $2.39. Which one's better? Who cares? It's a good game for $2.39. Now, some of these games, guys, when they came out, were they great games for, you know, retail price? No. But are they worth playing for the amount that you can buy them for now? Yeah. You know, $2.69. There's worse things you could buy, like a mobile game. Again, a fan of the Splinter Cell series. $3.99, Double Agent. And I own it for the 360 too. Oh man, here we go. All-time favorite. And Darth Vader's in it. How can you say no to Soul Calibur 4? And I have the special edition that I got with the console that I bought, so that's both of them there. Let's see here. The Stick of Truth. I have 2 copies because I can't remember. But I have 2 copies. So that's pretty cool. And it's a fun game. And I love South Park. Alright. I have another copy of Starhawk. Let's put it back there. Why? Because I don't know, guys. Some of these, I'm getting to that age where I'm starting to forget where I get things. Alright, Star Wars Force Unleashed 2. I have one, I just don't know for which system. So, Tales of Symphonia. Another one. This is another recent get. I haven't played it yet. There's so many games in the collection, guys, that I haven't played and I need to get to. I have just been really busy. Now, let me show you. This is a game that my son played, and I would watch him play it, and I was intrigued. Because I remember the guy had like hands that were snakes and stuff like that, so I would watch him play this, and he would tell me about it, how different it was, and he was so excited. And what was special about this game, guys, and just let me cut away here. I got this game for him when I was like completely broke, right? And it wasn't regular broke, guys, like you don't have, you know, enough to like go to Disneyland. It was the kind of broke where, you know, skipping lunch sometimes was a good idea. So I skipped a couple of lunches and I got him The Darkness, and he really enjoyed it, the game, and I can tell you, skipping those lunches was well worth him having a good gaming experience. And even when I bought it, guys, it was like 12 bucks. Don't think I spent a lot of money. Alright, let's see here. Here's a game that my son recommended to me. I enjoyed playing it. I haven't finished it, but I have 2 copies of it, and it's The Last of Us. This is one of his favorite games, I know that for a fact. Alright, here's a game that I got because they were just 79 cents, and I was just like, okay, there's, you know, I have 90 cents left on my credit thing, just throw it in there. The Eye of Judgment. What is it? I don't know. I have no idea. Probably shovelware. Another copy of The Last of Us. I'm sure one of them came with a console. Okay, now things are getting interesting. The Saboteur. EA. When EA was a very different company. I have to play that. That's something my son recommended, but I haven't gotten around to play it. Now these are two titles that specifically remind me of being a dad and kids growing up. And this actually goes back to the early PlayStation days of just Twisted Metal. And I haven't actually played this game, and I simply bought it because it reminded me of, you know, my kids and growing up and playing with the old characters, and how much my son in particular and my daughters would sit around and watch us play that game, you know, which is, you know, just blowing up cars and the laugh the laugh of the characters. It was, oh man, it's just like such great times, guys. So it was cool. Here's a game that I bought recently. I love anime, guys, and I really have to make an anime video explaining why it is that anime is so special to me. But anyway, Under Night in Birth, and if you want to have a good time, find out the history about some of the characters in this game, and you'll have a chuckle for sure. Alright, now this series right here is a series that I got to know because my son recommended it to me, and he suggested I buy these games for him when back in the PS3 days, and that is Uncharted. Now what I have here is, you know, Uncharted 2 and 3, and then I have this one and a sleeve that I found, and I just had to get it because it was just like that. It was pretty cool, right? So I have 3 copies of 2. I have a copy of 3 Game of the Year edition, but without a case, and I have, let's see here, 2 copies of 3, and of course the mandatory Drake's Fortune. Alright. Let's see here. I think I have more games I have space for. But what can you say about Unreal Tournament 3? What you can say is that I got it for $2.69. That's something you can say for sure. Now let me move these around a little bit because I'm not sure that I'm going to be able to fit them all in here. We're going too deep, guys. Too deep. Let's see here. I just want to make sure that I have some room at the end here to show you everything. Here's the last few games we have. Warhawk. Man, I remember Warhawk on the PS1, and that's the only reason I got this game. Being one of the very first titles that I played on a demo, and we would play the crap out of it. Alright. Here's the Ultimate Stealth Triple Pack. You have Thief, Hitman, Absolution, and Deus Ex. Oh yeah. $2.69. You have EA Big, The Tour. I love me some football. Alright, here's another Atlas game that I got. Oh no, sorry. Wrong system. Virtua Fighter 5. Now what Virtua Fighter, guys, just in general, what it reminds me of is when games started getting really expensive and beyond my reach, and I'm talking back in the earlier generations, right? Alright, here's a game that I just love the way they drew it. I love the graphics of this game. I could sit there and watch other people play it, because to me it's just like a living anime, and that's Valkyria Chronicles. I suck at it, by the way. Oh man, here's a game that I watch my sons play, my daughters play, and a game that they love. The Wolf Among Us. They really love that game. Here's 2 games that I bought on the 2-for-1 and the recent clearance that they have. The White Knight Chronicles International Edition And the two I don't have the case for though, but I look forward to seeing what those are about. And last but not least, Yaiba Ninja Gaiden Z. Why did I buy it? Because it said Ninja Gaiden. Alright guys, that's the collection. I really want to thank you for spending time with me today. You know, my video games mean a lot to me, not so much because of the value, because it's really not about the value, it's about the experiences and what they meant to me through the years. And whenever I get down, whenever I'm going through troubles or sorrows, I always go back to them. I go back to them to get back to my core, to meditate, to, you know, think about the decisions that need to be made. And gosh, reliving so many memories of so many things that have happened through the years, and why I've gotten some of these games. I think about the songs, I think about the movies, I think about where I lived, you know, and mostly I think about where I came from and where I'm going. Alright guys, thank you for joining me on another episode of Gen X Gamer. I will catch you next week. Remember, never ever be afraid to be happy. Take care.
Thank you for joining me on another episode of the Gen X Gamer. Remember to like and subscribe, click the notification bell, and remember, never be afraid to be happy. We'll catch you on the next one. Take care.